Hello everyone, in this tutorial we explain how to fix DLL errors when installing and testing PyTorch GPU or CPU version in a virtual Python environment. The short story goes like this. You try to install PyTorch through a virtual environment and you tried to run import torch, and as the output you get this error, OSError WinError 126, the specified module could not be found, and you will see something like this with this file or maybe some other similar file in this lib folder, and this means that either this file cannot be loaded or one of its dependencies is missing. So let's learn how to fix this problem. Okay, but first let's reproduce this error. So let's start a command prompt. And in this command prompt, I will create a virtual environment. I will try to install PyTorch, and then I will run a simple test program. So over here, I will go to my codes folder, and I will make a new folder for my test environment. I will call it testPyTorch. Then in this testPyTorch folder, I'm going to create a virtual environment. So I will run Python with an option m, v and v, and then I will name my environment as environment 1. Here you need to be patient. Now if you see the content of the folder, we will see our environment folder. So let's activate this environment. To activate the environment, we need to execute this file, and the name of the file is activate.path, and here it is. We are currently in the environment. Next, we need to install PyTorch. Go to this web page over here and select the proper options: stable, Windows, pip, Python, and let's select this version of CUDA, since I have NVIDIA 3090 GPU, and this should be the proper version of CUDA. However, you can also try some other versions of CUDA. So let's run this thing. Over here, it's going to take a while to install PyTorch. In my case, part of these files are already being cached on my system, since I often install, uninstall, and I test PyTorch. However, in your case, you will actually see the download progress from 0 to I think 3-4 GB or something like that. But the procedure is the same, and everything is the same. Next, over here, I will create a simple Python script that will test the installation. That is, it will test PyTorch. So I will type notepad, and I will call it testPyTorch.py. Okay, so let's see this file. Let's create it, and here is the content of the file. Let's see what's happening over here. I'm importing Torch. Then over here, I'm selecting, actually testing if CUDA is available. That is, if Torch is installed properly. If it is, it will return CUDA, and I will set CUDA, that is GPU support, as my device. If not, it will be CPU. Over here, I'm simply printing what is device I'm using, CUDA or CPU. Then over here, I get the number of my device. I print the device number, and over here, I print my GPU name. If you properly installed Torch, this script should execute perfectly. However, let's test this. Let's save this file and let's see where it is. It's here, and then let's execute it. To execute it, we simply need to write Python test PyTorch.py, and let's see what happens. Here it is. Here is the error. The error is the same. So let's learn how to fix this error. To solve this problem, open Google and search for Visual Studio C++ compiler. Okay, over here you have two options. You should click on this first option, because the first option will lead you to the Microsoft Visual C++, which is a complete IDE and compiler. On the other hand, if you click over here, this link will lead you to the Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is not a compiler, it's only an editor. Consequently, click over here, then scroll all the way down, and you should find this download button. If you don't find this download button, mainly because if you're watching this after 2024, then you need to find somewhere download button on this web page. However, for Me, it's very easy, and click here on the Community Edition. The Community Edition is completely free. So you can click, and now the download process will start, and the file is downloaded. Next, let's go to the download folder, and over here you simply need to run this file. You can open it, or you can run it as an administrator, whatever you like. Once you open it, the download process will start. So click on Open, and you can see the download process will start. And you can see here that it's actually downloaded and installing, and after some time you will see this window, and this means that you're downloading and installing. After approximately 5 minutes, the installation is completed, and let's see if we can run our PyTorch. That is, let's see if the error disappeared. So let's open the command prompt and let's restart our virtual environment. So I will go back to the codes, then it's over here. It is the file testPyTorch. Over here I need to activate my environment. I do it like this, scripts, and over here I have activate.bat file. I activated the bat file. Now I'm in my virtual environment. Let's see our file. Here it is. Let's double check that the file is actually correct. Here it is. We are importing torch. Let's close this and let's do the test. Python test PyTorch.py, and let's see if the error disappeared. Let's hope it disappeared. Okay, this will take some time, and here it is. Voila, it works like a charm. And this is precisely what is actually in the file, and you can see it over here. We're importing torch. Here is the device, and here is our printf. We are printing the CUDA. Here is the current device number, perfect, and we are printing NVIDIA GeForce. So it works like a charm. Now, before I conclude this video tutorial, let me explain you one very important thing. Namely, after you perform this test, it's a very good idea to erase this virtual environment, and I will explain you why this is the case. So let's close this terminal window over here, and let's close also this file, since we will not need this file anymore. And then let's go to our testPy, and let's go to code so we can see testPy. Do the right click, do the properties, and you see how enormous this file is. This file is basically now 5 GB, and 5 GB is extreme. So why is that? This is mainly because you installed PyTorch in a virtual environment, and all the PyTorch files are actually here in environment folder, and you can see that you have these libraries, side packages, and here it is, right? It's a huge thing. So that's why, you know, a better or good approach is, after you complete the test or whatever you do, erase this file. So let's do it like this, and then I will simply erase this file, or basically this folder. You can see that it's actually 5 GB, and then simply empty your recycle bin. Okay guys, that's all for today. See you in the next video tutorial.